are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing excellent. Outstanding. How are you?
Good, how are you? Good, I'm good. Can't complain. Okay. So you play Reverend Johnson in the new season of 4400. What can we expect to see from your character the rest of the season?
So episode two is actually my character's backstory.
Okay.
So you're gonna really be able to see what the '90s looked like for him, what community he's coming from, and why he progresses to be the type of leader that he is throughout the series. And of course, I can't drop any spoilers or anything like that, but just know that he has his complications, and we're gonna be able to see a really dynamic character that battles being altruistic, but also battles the problems that any leader would have. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Because before coming on this role, were you did you have to do any research to like figure out like how to play the certain rev, or did you like look somebody up to like figure out like how they were during that particular time period?
Oh yeah, sure. I started off with, and I'm still actively reading the Bible every day. I have like a book that's like finish the Bible in 365 days type of situation. So I'm learning the word best I can. But what I did, I actually went back to kind of like the Great Migration type of period, and finding out how African Americans went from like the Jim Crow South to New York and Chicago, and how the church really influenced who we became. And I realized that had a lot to do with the speech patterns of church. And then I watched that evolve into the era of like Kirk Franklin and stuff, and church being fun and fresh and new. And that's kind of the era of church that Rev Johnson is from. So that definitely dictated how I went about the speech and how I went about his leadership, and even the way he talks here, elongating his vowels and things like that. I got to really know the guy in a way that I just feel comfortable with portraying him.
Because what's there something what's something that would surprise people about this show?
Outside of the fact that it has a primarily Black cast, I know a lot of even my own family members. I was talking to my aunt 2 days ago when the show came out, and she was like, DJ, oh my, that's my family call it. DJ, oh my gosh, it was so much beautiful melanin on that screen. And I was like, yeah, they did something really special here for the CW. And outside of that, I think a lot of people are going to have fun with, definitely fans of the original 4400 are going to have fun drawing those comparisons between what we did with the storyline here and what we got to use from the previous storyline, and what the writers and directors kind of decided to tell the story through the Black perspective. Is really fun.
Because we even saw in the premiere, like some of the people had like was discovering some of their abilities. Are we going to see that next episode with the Rev? Does he have abilities, or does will we explore that with him?
Well, I can't say if, you know what I mean, if he has an ability or when he'll be exposed. But yes, all the 4400 returnees have been assumed to have abilities, and we'll continue to find out what those superpowers or abilities are as the series moves through.
Because who's the most exciting that you got to work with during this time shooting the episodes?
Honestly, that is tough to pinpoint, right? Because my entire cast has just been phenomenal, being able to work with people from different ages. Like, we have people from the age of 19 that just came out of high school, all the way up to people that have been in the acting scene that are in their 30s, late 30s, early 40s. So I've been able to just work with and kind of learn from everybody. So that's been exciting. But the directors that have been brought in, like, we literally got to work with Kenny Leon, which is a legend of a director and an actor, and he won a Tony the night before he came to direct. He's in the middle of directing one of our episodes, goes, accepts a Tony, drops a newsworthy, literally his own deadline speech, and then he's there the next morning still to show his love and give us direction. I thought that was awesome, man. And yeah, that would probably be my number one, just simply off of the motivation for him to be able to do that and then come and perform for us in that way. It was beautiful.
Yes, because even with your character, is there a specific dynamic that you see that will be happening during the show that you're excited for people to see?
Just my character specifically, I'm excited for them to see Rev's decision making into becoming the leader that the 4400 writers team is making him out to be. When you talk about coming from church, like the 4400 has parallels with, like a following, in church, it'd be like, yeah, my flock and my people. And yeah, I'm the shepherd leading. And the 4400 is not a religious thing per se, but Rev spin on it to make it like, no, this is a force of God, an act of Christ even. Be able to see how he kind of spins that and what it means for the 4400 and what their purpose winds up being. I think that's going to be fun for everybody to see.
Because what is something that you felt when you read the script that you just was like shocked and just how they took it there in the you know, just being in the CW or just being on the show?
I would definitely say outside of just originally seeing the script and realizing where they were going with it. And if you've seen the pilot, and I encourage everybody that's listening to do so and continue to watch the series. But when you see it, you're like, oh, they're about to attack issues. I mean, real issues that are going on. And I don't think the goal is to specifically attack any type of person or people, but more so attack the negativity around anything that's not love, anything that's not care, you know what I mean, for all people and inclusive of all people. They attack it and they show it in every way. So you can honestly pull out a pen and paper and tally up as you watch the episode how many social issues are gonna get a spotlight shined on them while still being in this mysterious sci-fi superpower driven black led storyline. It's gonna be great.
Yes, because even with your character, when they were doing that piano scene, and then Claudette had hit her arm on the keyboards, and you were just going over there and looking. We're like, are we gonna see that a little bit of that, like trying to figure out what's happening with her, or trying to figure out what's happening with everyone?
I think yeah, the main crux of these next couple of episodes are definitely. Just imagine you 1 minute you in the 80s, 1 minute you in the 70s, the 50s, and then all of a sudden it's like, what is 2021? And you're around other people. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. But then you find out, like, you don't want to be sad all day. You don't want to be depressed all day. You might run into somebody that has a great attitude. Like, where are you from? I'm from 1930s. It's like, are you still going to try to be upset? Are you going to try to make friends? And I feel like that piano scene was one of those, like, hey, guys, we still got music. And you got to see everybody's dancing styles and I'm over here, doing cabbage patching while somebody's over there, heel toeing and stuff like. It's like, okay, cool. And then you got swing dancing going on. I feel like there's going to be a few opportunities, even linguistic wise, where the way people talk, that you'll be like, okay, this is fun to be able to see these cultures interact in this way as we unlock what's actually going on here.
Exactly. Well, I'm excited for your episode, and I can't wait to see everything that's happening with the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoy it.
Where is the buzz? Where is the buzz? You said was mine.
Where is the buzz?